How's it going, guys? This is your boy Hazzed, and today we're on the Battle for Azeroth Alpha, going to test out current expeditions. At the moment on the Frost DK, we're level 119, which actually happens to be the current level cap. We can't get to that 120 yet. And also, if you're wondering at where you can queue for these expeditions on Horde, it's going to be right down on the docks in the main city, bottom left-hand corner down here. And all you simply got to do is talk to this table here and queue up for the island expeditions in normal difficulty. I don't know if this is actually the player versus player version on the alpha. I do know that there's a lot of NPCs and stuff you got to clear through to gather up the Azerite. So I am hoping that we will see some actual PvP here. But from my understanding, a lot of these NPCs have what they'd call, I guess, PvP scripts to them, where they try to react to players and CC them, interrupt, things like that. So let's jump into here and take a look at what's going on.
It's who we are, it's what we do, we've come so far, and now we pay the price, so don't even cry. The world is breaking down, and I cannot leave the ground.
Alright, looks like we are in the expedition. We're on the northern eastern part of the island. I'm just going to come out swinging on some ads right here. I don't know where the Alliance are at, where they're located, so we're just going to come out here and just start attacking stuff and see if we can find them. Right now, if you're wondering what talents I'm running the basic, it looks like PvP spec that we usually use on live. The reason being Icy Talons is going to grant me more melee to grant permafrost, because if out of all the players we have in the group right now, I'm definitely the most tank orientated. I did find a resto druid kind enough to queue up with us this time around, because last time I queued up without a tank and it was not very pretty. It really wasn't pretty without a healer. I mean, I just couldn't survive very much. I survived quite a long time. I was able to gather around, I don't know, about 1.2k Azerite. I was doing it with just a fire mage. And after a while, the damage of these big elite mobs and collecting Azerites really started to take its toll on us. So we're going to go ahead and go ham here. One of the things I'm kind of concerned about, if this is a bit more PvE orientated, is if, you know, you have a good tank, you have a good DPS, you got a good healer, if that's really going to reflect differently than doing it just purely DPS orientated. Now, should I just be killing ads or what? Or should we be going for the nodes? Go for the nodes. The nodes are good. We need to go for the nodes. Grab these boars. Grab these boars. There should be, it looks like, some Azerite node right directly around this area. I'm not exactly sure where. Maybe I'll ask these guys if they want to go look for the other team and see if they actually exist out there. Looks like we got a rare spawn on us. He's worth about 300 Azerite we killed. That'll put us clearly in the lead once we kill this guy. Boom, some big Azerite there. It looks like, yeah, the nodes that I was seeing was actually the NPCs on the map. So not only are the nodes mineable, but the nodes are also major NPCs we gotta kill. Let's finish off this guy and hopefully advance on down the beach. That direction, maybe? It looks like there might be one more major node thing over here. I'm not sure which one or where it's located at. Maybe it's that big guy. I don't know. We'll just go ahead and gank these out real fast. Hydra going down. Looks like he brought in the bigger Hydra. Attack on that thing. He's going to try to poison bomb the healer. Got a little interrupt there for him. All I did was just kind of grip that little cast there. That's one thing I did like to see. I do want to see, and I would like to see with a lot more of these NPCs here, is more interactive casts. Kind of like that poison bomb is uninterruptible. It looks like it's easily avoidable. It comes out in 3 different sections, which is pretty cool for a 3-headed Hydra going on. But there should be something like over there, but I don't actually see it. There should be one up here on the top of the hill also, it looks like. Is it? What the heck? Okay, that was unexpected. That was very unexpected. Let's go ahead and throw out his much AoE as we can possible here. Ooh, that was a bit of an oversight there. Doing as much DPS to this thing as we possibly can. It's going to give us another 300 Azerite, which is going to put us back in the lead ever so slightly. Throwing up some major cooldowns. Looks like Alliance is tied with us at this point. Looks like we've all killed our major Azerite, collecting mobs over here. Moving around the corner. Looks like this guy may be in this hut or something. No, in this treasure chest, it looks like. Opening up treasure chest, getting 100 Azerite there for free. Heading over to these other ones. Looks like the nodes are starting to get closer. This is what I'm more excited for, because the moment I see some Alliance players, I mean, we're taking the gloves off. I don't even care about these NPCs once I'm able to see some of these Alliance players. And at that point, I'm just gonna go ham on it. Now, I'm kind of trying to decide at this point whether or not I should be running a PvE or PvP spec, at least for this difficulty that they have. Obviously, I would definitely want to run a PvP spec if there was more, you know, Alliance versus Horde fighting going on. I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy over to these ads here. I think we can do a lot better, a lot more mass pulling with our group while having a healer, obviously. We're going to go ahead and get these guys, group them all up here, going for that major AoE burst cleave. Looks like he got aggro on our big old guy there. It looks like the other team is killing ads a lot slower than we are, not as bigger groups, because when we're cleaving stuff down, we're going big compared to these other guys. So it looks like they're just cleaving down small things one at a time, and we're trying to get things grouped up. Alright, getting out of the way of that fell swipe. It looks like we are still about 100 ahead of the other team. And once we get this guy down, we're going to get another 300, which will put us at a fairly solid lead ahead of them at about 2,000. We'll go ahead and finish off these easy NPCs here. It looks like there's an Azerite node down the beach here. Looks like he's going to mine that up. Good. I'll go ahead and peel this Nightsaber Hunter off of our little healer out there. Kind of confused. Are we just? Are we confusing? I mean, are we just trying to compete to just get this Azerite? Is that like the main function of what's happening here? Where are all these night cubs coming from? I guess none of you got mining. I do. I got mining. Well, I think we can all get it. I don't think you actually need mining to collect this. On these big ones. It looks like the other team is up to 2,000. We're at 2,350 at the moment after collecting those nodes. Once we cleave down these ads, we should be roughly, they're worth, it looks like about 80 apiece. Which I don't feel like these ads are very worth killing, just the fact that they're that mobile and it's kind of hard to get some solid DPS on them. They are a bit fast though. I don't see any. Let's find people. Let's find people. I don't know where to go. I don't see any Azerite. I don't think they see any Azerite either, so we'll probably end up coming together, hopefully, at some point. We should probably just run along the beach. I mean, most survival games, usually if you stay in the open, you'll run into the other team a bit faster. It looks like this guy's got aggro on this big old crocodile. We'll go ahead and take that off him so he doesn't get smashed on. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this fruit behind me. It should give me a bit of a heal if I do. Nah, it doesn't look like I'm gonna need to. Which Azerite do I have on me? I'm worth 200 Azerite at the moment if the other team were to gank us. What is going on? We got kobolds running in on us here. We got some weird statues going on. What is going on in here? Is that food? That's food. I don't need food. Alright, head down. What is this? I don't know what that's gonna do, but we're gonna pull him too. That guy's probably worth a ton of Azerite. Worth one Azerite when killed. What? What do you mean? Oh, it's the big node behind him. I see what's going on here. But what do you mean he's only worth one Azerite when killed? That thing's giant. We can just take apart his entire body and we'd have enough Azerite to probably win the entire battleground. Win the entire battle. Taking out this next Azerite guy. I don't know how much he's worth, but we need to mine up these big nodes. There's the Alliance! I see the Alliance! Okay, so they are scripted NPCs at the moment. I haven't got to see anything major. Looks like there's a mage on their team. There's a healer, of course. I've got their prop pally sitting on my butt right now. He's just kind of focusing me. I'm focusing the healer. The mage was smart enough to go after the DPS, but the prop pally just kind of stood next to the healer trying to tank me as a melee, and obviously I'm not going to focus the tank over the DPS. He did blink away from me, which is definitely something that mages do quite often. That's no lie. Mages try to get the heck away from me. So, inevitably, it looks like after a little bit, both teams are kind of forced within the same area, and you're going to go ahead and battle for those major Azerite nodes. And definitely, when it comes down to the PvP, that fight is going to be what sums up the entire race of what's going on within the island. But obviously at any point in time, if they actually collect themselves, they notice we're fighting some hard mobs or something like that, and they're able to actually sneak up on us, they could definitely get a kind of an upper hand over our team if they were to sneak up on us like that. Let's say they had rogues or feral druids and then like a feral druid tank. I mean, really, you could get all kinds of creative with the amount of builds you could run inside of an expedition like this. I mean, you could be Blood DK, Frost DK, Resto Druid, or you could be, you know, Ret Paladin Central, 1 prop Paladin, 2 Ret Paladins, all off healing the main tank. I mean, there's definitely different things you can do than just running just the basic comp, kind of like we're running. I mean, we don't even have a tank, obviously, because of the spec I'm running. I'm a fairly good tank, and I've also tested out this spec a few times in the normal dungeons, and I've been able to tank, like, the endgame bosses and things like that. What does the crystal thing do? I don't know. But I bet we gotta go down towards this. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna tell them that the Alliance is up the hill. I can see the prop paladin up there. Ow! 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 Stop it! Stop it! They're hurting! Come down here. I'm coming! Where you at?
Far away.
What is happening? I think our healer teleported. It's a big guy. I think... Yeah, I know. I'm gonna need some healing for these guys. They hit really hard. Alright, we took out those 2 guys. It looks like we have... What is this? Whoa! What happened? Okay, this is cool. There's even phases, different portals we can go into to collect the Azerite. 414k. I may be able to tank this guy's damage. I should be able to. I should be fine. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna go for it. We're going for the big guy. He's throwing out a big Earth Blast on him. Don't know how much damage that's gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up our Hungering Rune weapon. I got stunned. Gonna get out of that. Gonna throw in some more Frost Strikes as we're moving around this guy. He is just stunning me like crazy, really. Trying to get off more Frost Strikes. As long as we keep up our haste, we should have a ton of Absorb Shield for the most part, being able to absorb a lot of this melee. And this guy is fairly strong. I mean, he's not extremely beefy. It looks like I just have to kind of take his focus away from my people so they don't get hit by his major AoE stun. He seems to be rerouting that stun at the very end. And that might be a little bit of a problem for a lot of us. Looks like we got Azerite Expedition complete. Thank you for testing Battle for Azeroth. Hey, that actually wasn't half bad. I enjoyed that. If we get real people against us, I can definitely see where this would be some good PvP going on. I can definitely see where this would be pretty fun if these were actually builds we were going up against. But as for that, yeah, it was alright. Like, as far as just fighting NPCs, it could only be so good in my opinion, because I really liked fighting against other players. I really like that PvP sense. I really, you know, you could put me in a small 5v5 arena with another player, and I'd enjoy myself more than fighting NPCs. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Expeditions are actually looking kind of cool. I'm surprised by that. And right now, they've only got this single one, so we haven't seen what other difficulties and what other things they can do, such as, you know, fighting against multiple people. Is there going to be 6v6? Is there going to be 10v10? We don't know, but I'll be excited to see for the future, and I hope you guys are too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this little expedition. Leave a like if you did, and until next time, guys, this was your boy Hazzed.